There is a very popular saying in Igbo that says, "Na wata bunye na yenu, ngongo na ngongo adachie yana." I'm very sure that most of us, are very familiar with that proverb.
Yes, we are very familiar with that proverb. Okay, the information getting to me here now is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abductors have been arrested and they are appearing before the Court of Justice. I repeat, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abductors, people who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, is now answering to the government of the zoo. But that is not even surprise, because what will surprise us is the people that is involved. You should not forget that the government of the zoo came out through their High Court, Appeal Court, even Supreme Court, to tell us that they don't know. DSS is government of the zoo, right?
Just something else.
And they told us that they don't know how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get to their hand. One of the DSS who appears to be witness, was a kind of interrogated when he was on the dock. He said all he know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was handed over to him at the airport by somebody. Who is that person? He could not talk. Upon all these things, upon all these gaps, upon all this nonsense and unwarranted witness we got from zoo, he still used a repealed law to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. But anyway, thank God that at the end of the day, we were able to fish out those who kidnapped them. And we are going to hear from them when the court officially start to attend to their cases. How, where, who, and how much they were being paid for doing so. So let us just focus on the message we have this morning from this our brother. He's going to expatiate in a lot of things. And I also want to use this opportunity to make this humble announcement to all my fans out there who have been expecting one or two news from me yesterday. Please, so please, make honor, forgive me. Say yesterday I didn't turn up to make a publications, but today we are here. I am sorry for yesterday. I'm going to say sorry by publishing more videos today, and authentic ones at that. So let us listen to this our brother, the excellent media house. And I bring this message. Said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu abductors are facing the same thing that Kanu faced. In this case, it's even worse because police confirmed that they saw everything in his home. You know everything what I mean? They saw everything. He said, but yet what we the Nigerian government do, of course they will let him go. Reasons best known to them. Okay, God bless Nnamdi Kanu anywhere he is. That is the message we have for all this morning. So please let us listen to this message one more time, and then we'll come back here to discuss more. Happy Sunday to you all, my fellow Biafrans and wonderful fans out there.
Nigerians, there is fire on the mountain. There is a very serious fire on the mountain. Please stay with me, because this news I want to give to you now is actually on the internet space, but believe in me, they don't want this news to go viral. They don't want too many people to know about it. You know why? Because they want to cover up something. But believe in me, on this channel, I bring it to you regardless. And I don't just bring it to you, I give it to you with evidences to show you that whatever I tell you here is real. Oh yes. So please, I want to beg you to stay with me, because this is very, very important and very, very serious. Now, let's start. Are you aware that the former attorney of the Federation, in the person of Abubakar Malami, was charged to court for terrorism? Are you aware? This man, Abubakar Malami, this is the man during President Buhari's tenure. This is the man who did everything within his power. Of course, then he was the person that was in charge of legal matters. So he did everything within his powers to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured and was brought back to Nigeria and was charged to court for terrorism. Are you hearing me? Please stay with me. We are going somewhere. This man, Abubakar Malami, did everything. I'm not talking about what he did about Simon Ekpa and so many other people. Not just about Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. There are so many other people that he charged to court for terrorism.
Sorry,
but today,
I appreciate your time.
He has been charged to court for terrorism. And the funny thing is that in his case, evidence choke. Evidence choke. Because they even caught him. That is why I told you that there is fire on the mountain in Nigeria. Please stay with me. Let me give you a brief detail of what is happening. Let late last year, 2025, in the month of December, I think on December 30th or thereabouts, this man, Abubakar Malami, was arrested by DSS. And the reason why they arrested him then was because of money laundering. He stole a lot of money, allegedly, according to them. In fact, according to news, the money, he stole was about 8.7 billion naira, which is equivalent to $6 million. In fact, let me show you evidences. Okay? Alleged 1.014 billion money laundering. Federal government files 16-count charges against Malami and son. Now let me tell you, this money, 1 billion naira, is one of the count charges they charge him to court to, right? And these 16-count charges, all the 16-count charges are all about money laundering. I have it here, I would have shown you, but the news is actually long. So I just have to, sum it up like this. The 16-count charges they charge Malami is all about money laundering. And you know what? Because of this money laundering, they took him to court. But surprisingly, on the 6th day of March 2026, just last month, court granted Malami 200 million naira bail. You had me right. Look at it. Court grants Malami wife, son, 200 million naira bail over alleged money laundering. So Malami stole over 8 billion naira, and the court granted him bail of 200 million naira. This became a concern to meaningful Nigerians. Many people started asking questions. Is the court trying to encourage corruption and money laundering in Nigeria? Is that what they're trying to do? Because tell me how somebody can steal 8 billion naira and they tell him, no problem, give us 200 million. It's just like when somebody steal 1,000 naira and he was caught, and the person or the people that caught him say, Ogano, while I just sold the 1,000, but out of that 1,000, just give us 10 naira. That is exactly what in this case it looks like. And the person will willingly give you 10 naira just to go with the other 900 naira. So court granted Malami, his son and his wife, 200 million naira bail for each person. Okay, this one apart. It's all right. Now, on the 3rd of February this year, 2026, court also they rearrested Malami and charged him to court again. The Nigerian government, arrested Malami and charged him to court again. And this time, it's about terrorism. Please stay with me. We are going somewhere. Look at this. It says, Nigerian court charges ex-Justice Minister Malami with terrorism offenses. And this time, evidence took. You know what? Let me read this for you. I don't want to say it. Let me read it out for you so that you see what is happening. Please stay with me. This is the man, as I said earlier, who has been charging people to court, who has been doing everything within his power to make sure that Mazi Kanu is sentenced to life imprisonment or is being, is being unalive or being charged for terrorism. Mazi Kanu, you didn't see any gun on his hand. But in his case, let me not talk, just listen to this news. It says, let me read it for you. A Nigerian court slammed terrorism charges on embattled former Justice Minister Abubakar Malami, who is also facing allegations of financial crimes. Okay? So two things now, financial crimes and terrorism offenses. Okay? It went further to say, Malami, who was Attorney General and Justice Minister between November 2015 and May 2023, was earlier accused with his wife and son of laundering money worth 8.7 billion naira, about $6 million. So it is not only father self, father, son, and wife. Should I call them Trinity? The three of them were arrested for what? Money laundering. Please stay with me. We are going somewhere. Okay? So the money they stole, according to them in this news, is about worth 8.7 billion naira, about $6 million. All right? The way further to say, the Federal High Court in Abuja on Tuesday charged him with knowingly abetting terrorism financing by refusing to persecute terrorism financiers whose case files were brought to your office. So, they charged him for terrorism. Why? Because there are some people that, the security agencies has brought as people that are, financing terrorism in Nigeria. And they took it to him. Okay, these are the names of people. And some of them they have caught. These are them. Please persecute them. Malami, they did not do anything. According to them in this news. That is what they use. Knowingly abetting terrorism financing by refusing to persecute terrorism financiers whose case files were brought to your office. He refused to persecute them. Okay? Maybe, if I may say, maybe they are his brothers, so he refused to persecute them. Alright? He went further to say, Malami was jointly accused with his son, Abdulaziz Malami, of engaging to commit act of terrorism by having in your possessions an unlicensed pistol and ammunition at his house. You had it. Malami, according to them, if you read this news from another source, because I read my news from different sources to get the information properly, right? Another source said that police went to his house and saw unlicensed pistol and what? Ammunition. Waiting in the use and do. Unlicensed. If to say it has license now, it would have been a different thing. But in this case, unlicensed pistol and ammunition in his home. Meanwhile, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom he charged to court for terrorism, no gun was seen either in his house or his home. Are you getting what I'm saying? So that you know what Nigeria is all about. Please stay with me, we are going somewhere. Now, he went further to say, on the final note, this is the final note, it says, they both pleaded not guilty, okay? Nigeria has for a decade and a half been battling an insurgency that has left more than 40,000 people dead and driven nearly 2 million others from their homes. So more than 40,000 people has died in Nigeria as a result of what? Insurgency. Okay? On the final note, it says, Malami was granted bail last month in the money laundering case, but we arrested shortly after his release. Of course, I've said it earlier that he was, granted bail, 2 million naira on the case of 200 million naira on the case of money laundering. Malami is the latest top officials of the administration of former President Muhammad Buhari administration to face trial for fraud. So you see what we are talking about. But do you know what? Let me shock you. This terrorism case has been removed by the federal government just about 4 days ago. On the 15th day of April, the federal government has removed terrorism charges against Malami. Look at this. Federal government amends charge against Malami, removes terrorism financing allegation. So the federal government has amended it and said, okay, we accuse you wrongly. Federal government has said they no charge.
This is the Malami. They showcased the kind of arsenals of guns they found in his possession. This is the Malami that arrested Nnamdi Kanu for speaking. Now the government have removed the terrorism charges, or rather they have amended it and removed terrorism charges. Phone calls don't happen. Phone calls don't happen. And you are an Igbo man, you are still preaching one Nigeria. Chineke bi kinine Chukwu oke abia ma nwe ihe mere na Chukwu oke abia o ya akpọ all your generations so na ha ya fuko away again. Any Igbo man, whether you are in the political arena or not. I repeat, any Igbo person, whether you are in political arena or not, you now support one Nigeria. If you don't believe in Biafra, believe in another thing. But you supporting one Nigeria, this okpolono na atoro ka na akpotunumbu ye megi o ye megi no to megi na ye megi na bane. In fact, o ye megi na ekenore na afunanko. Ifu odika ammunition enwete na nke Malami, the same thing enwete na nke Igbo. But these guys have been freed. Nobody is charging them for terrorism. But Nnamdi Kanu, who made a statement, is now facing terrorism charges. And then a full-blooded Igbo man, no one Nigeria will way to go. My brother, my sister, in fact, your generation, I have one car. In fact, again. And no time can I go instead of a school cabin on your premier.
To court again for terrorism. This is what we see in Nigeria. Who will believe this? Who will believe this? A man who has done everything within his power to bring people to book is now the one they are talking about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has not done anything wrong, who has no gun, no peso, no ammunition within him. The only tools I would say he has is his microphone. His microphone is his peso. Malami charged him to court for terrorism. Today, Malami is being charged to court for the same terrorism. And in his own case, they found peso and ammunition in his house. Only Jesus. It's alright. Please do well to drop your comment in the comment section what you think. Just listen to this brief analysis. Then you drop your comment, please.
They say they don't arrest Malami, EFCC don't carry him. And they were saying billion of this thing. Where did he get it from? And I'm laughing that. You see, I tell people, he will destroy to be successful. will always meet destruction in the gate of his success. Malami was the chief judge of the federation. Abi? Yeah. Malami was the one that brought Nnamdi from Kenya. And he went and did Hausa broadcast. He spoke to them in Hausa broadcast that I've captured this man that is saying Buhari is dead, Buhari is this, Buhari is that. And all of them clap for them. Which money did he use to do that? So you think he was not paid for that? All the Fulanis, all the Hausas, we are contributing money for that. And also Buhari, as the president, was also giving money for that, for them to capture Nnamdi. I told you people that you never see anything. Nnamdi go die alive, we're going to die one by one. He was, yes, now, he's an Igbo man. I can't deny my Igbo brother. He's my Igbo brother. Whether he's a thief or whether he's this, I'm not an IPOP member and I can never be. But any Igbo man, I will support any Igbo man, whether you like it or not. I will support any Igbo man against any other tribe. Malami went and captured and renditioned Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. And he spoke to them. A whole chief justice of federation was speaking Hausa language or Fulani language to his people. That he have captured this guy, they were clapping. Today now, EFCC have carried him. But I know that they carry him is politics. I wish they can sentence him. They should take him to, what is the judge? Omototo? Omototo. They should take him to Omototo or whatever. Let him jail him life imprisonment for stealing the national treasure. Emptying the national treasure. And these guys are criminals, I told you. 322 billion. So this man can be a thief, but he's going to bring somebody that carry radio. They talk, say, Fulani are coming, bandits are coming, terrorists are coming, do this, do that, do that. You see, what goes around comes around. They say it's because he's disagreeing with the government, he don't want to enter APC, he don't want to. But he was with Buhari in the APC. He was doing the bidding of Buhari. Where is Buhari? Buhari don't buy, he don't buy. Now this 7 Nnamdi Kanu say Buhari have died and they buried him in shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. And everybody doubted him. How come now after Buhari left the office, Buhari buy? How come he buy? How come he buy? Tell me how come Buhari buy? After
you didn't complete that statement, my brother. You didn't complete it. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu said Buhari died and they hid it from Nigerians. Yes, he made that comment. And he also said that after 2 years of Buhari leaving office, that they are going to confirm Buhari have finally died for the second time. And that's exactly what happened. 2 good years, Buhari left office. Nnamdi Kanu, his word, come to manifestation. Do you know that no radio house ever broadcasted that? They never. That message never go viral. It died like a wildfire. Nnamdi Kanu said it years ago, probably 2017 or 2018, that after 2 years, Buhari must have left office. The jubilant of Sudan, they will now declare that Buhari is dead. And it happened the same way. Buhari died. You know that a lot of countries, a lot of top countries, first world countries, never send a condolence message to Tinubu or to Nigeria, and nobody's bothered. The same people who chastised Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for bringing that prophecy, or rather for opening the eyes of everybody that this man have died, none of them could summon the courage to come on the internet and ask questions. Why is it that the president of a nation died? President of Ghana, South Africa, and most of other top African countries never sent condolence message to Nigeria. We're not talking about Canada or Australia, Austria, and Switzerland. All these countries, they are in a kind of a very good tight relationship and business bilaterals. None of them ever called and said, sorry for your loss. Nobody asked questions. All the whole media houses in Nigeria, both brown envelope and non-brown envelope, everybody shut their mouth up. It is well. My people, now here we go take a back break. Drop your own comments. What is your thoughts at the comment section of this video? Until then, catch you next time.